Let's start with the economic crisis. Jim Rogers is an investor who made millions on the American market before he moved to Singapore. Here's his diagnosis of our economical perils.
Had capitalism been allowed to work, we wouldn't be in this situation now. If back in 1994 or 1998 people had been allowed to collapse, we wouldn't have had the prosperity we had in the early part of this decade. On the other hand, we wouldn't have the collapse that we have now. We had an artificial prosperity. Now we're having an artificial decline, if you will. That's government interference. That's not capitalism that caused that. There are 300 million Americans who are now having to pay for the million financial people in the financial district, and say the other 10 million who did foolish things. I mean, that's absurd. It's not the way the system's supposed to. The way the system's supposed to work. Incompetent people fail. Competent people come along, take over their assets, reorganize, and the system starts over. It's called creative destruction. It's a capitalist kind of thing. But what's happening now is the government is coming along and taking the money away from the competent people, giving it to the incompetent people, and saying, now you compete with the competent people with their money. I mean, so the whole system is weakened. That's called socialism. You should recognize that. You should recognize that system. That's what the socialists do. That's what the communists tried to do.
I really found this obscene and ridiculous.